Hello, welcome to this playthrough of Elden Ring, where I will be in the co-pilot seat and Branwell will be driving. This is a lore playthrough, and in every video there will be spoilers because this is intended as a vehicle for Branwyn to explain her theories on the lore of the setting. So if you'd rather develop your own theories without being influenced by other people's, or don't want to be surprised on some of the deep lore of the game, this is not a straight playthrough of just playing gameplay focused. This is a lore focused playthrough. So you might want to give this a pass if you want to avoid big spoilers. With that said, I hope you enjoy the video. Done.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Elden Ring. I am Branwyn and I am here with Thryth.
Hi, I'm co-pilot.
Just a fair warning, this is a spoiler stream for Elden Ring. We will be talking about all of the lore. It may also be a spoiler stream for the new update of Hades 2 if my roommates are particularly loud.
Hello.
Yeah. Yep. Because of this,
I'm kicking in the tank.
yes.
I didn't spoil the name of the thing I'm kicking though.
Well, because this is a particularly action-prone game, we can't do push to talk as easily, so we're on open mic, basically.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, when last we left off, I went and talked to... I did talk to the crestfallen girl, didn't I?
I don't remember on this run. I don't think you did on this one. You got a shirt.
Alright. I did get a shirt, finally. I'm wearing it as a dress. Mm-hmm. It's a bit dirty.
Yep.
But, you know, we do what we can in the post-apocalyptic fantasy world.
A
lot of a triumph. What we can post-apocalypse.
You might have talked to her by just... Oh, no. Yeah, this is...
Especially the ones who are there. Is everyone part of the war that FromSoft really likes? Respawning mechanic.
He's dead.
Did you know? If your graphics Shen isn't, is he?
You become a chrysalid. Shen's dead.
Every time she says that, I'm just sitting here thinking, it's like, oh, so
yes,
so this is in the same world as XCOM.
Oh dear.
Need to remember Peter's and Shen.
Yeah, Sylvie was the other one that I couldn't remember.
Peterson's the one that he eats.
Leaks.
Sherbets.
Actually, in a sherbets, huh?
Or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven.
Poor girl.
Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself.
It's ashes.
The spirits look rather fond.
Yep.
I thought it was an actual, like, living thing the last time we did this.
Pass on a message for me. If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know?
Now, I believe you said that we don't have to ruin her life anymore on the bad playthrough, other than the fact we're going to ruin the world.
I mean, It depends on your definition of ruining the world. But yes, no, the summons are all the item you get for your summons are all ashes, because they are the spirits of the deceased.
Got it. Okay.
And as you can see, this spirit jellyfish is named Aurelia.
Yeah.
And we will be finding a thing to use her at later, much later.
When you use a summon, does it go away, or do you keep it?
No, it's repeating.
Cool.
So we can equip a summon that we want to use to one of these slots, or wherever we want, really.
Yep.
Or in our toolbar down the bottom. I don't like putting a whole bunch of stuff on the regular use bar, because swapping through things in the middle of combat is bad. If you really need the healing vial and all of a sudden your character's trying to throw a knife.
Yeah, that's why on Neo 2, I pretty frequently have every sequence of the hotkey have a healing item in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm never making that mistake.
Yeah. All right. So, things to point out. Runes of nourishment for the development of any tarnish, provided a finger maiden can be found, because you need a maiden in order to level up.
Right.
Even now, runes are still imbued with the power of life itself. Do you see the Erd tree towering over? Yeah, so these will give us some messages that, will relate to, how the world works, or at least how Tarnished and Grace works a little bit.
Right.
Okay, what to do now?
Well, you probably still need a sword to be able to use Sacred Blade, right?
Correct, which we can buy a short sword from the nomadic merchant here. That is probably our best bet.
And then you can
we have
go on.
We have not killed the mariner yet, have we?
No, because you were trying to get the we were having really bad drop luck, and you haven't gotten a lot of things that you did on the first time we tried this.
Yeah, no, what happened in the first run is that I had really great drop luck. And got a sword without having to buy one.
And this is more normal drop luck?
This is more normal. This is more we don't get anything.
Okay.
You can increase the chance of drop rates by increasing your arcane.
Oh, that's an interesting approach.
Yeah, so we did talk to... Yeah, we talked to D.
We talked to D, who has the very uncomfortable-looking armor.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we talked about it yet this time.
Yep. Yeah, so D's armor is interesting because D is a twin, and the armor shows... when we pick it up, we'll be getting into that a bit more, but D is one soul between two bodies. Which has a whole bunch of interesting implications if we start taking Dark Souls lore into account with this game as well.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
And you can kind of see we're dealing a whole bunch more damage than we would usually because I have the holy damage on.
Mm-hmm. Which makes this mini boss a lot easier to take out.
Oh, yes. So, making sure, like, one of... You can just bull through, upgrade your... Make sure you're over-upgraded and just bull through everything that you're fighting. Don't worry about elemental vulnerabilities. But, the option to use those is there if you want to. The problem is... The problem is that the way that leveling up is designed in this game, it's better to pick something that you want to do and focus on that exclusively so you can maximize the one thing that you do well.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of that in Neo 2, though also I've found in Neo 2 that you really, really, really want the stamina regen.
Oh yes, no, it's the same here. The only thing with focusing on one thing is that this game, like in when it comes to fighting enemies, the enemies all have strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
So if you're doing a pure magic build and then you go to the Academy of Raya Lucaria, where everything has high magic resist, you're going to struggle more than somebody who has focused on faith and, probably lightning, if I'm guessing correctly. That is a guess. But, there is, if you're doing a faith build, one of the things is, like, you have to be aware of enemy weaknesses because faith gets the widest range of elemental damages.
Got it.
Yeah. So D's armor. D being a twin, you have a silver and gold armor. The silver half of D represents one of the brothers. The gold half represents the other, and they're like entwined because they're really one person in two bodies. But one set of armor.
Got it.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh? But with a prowess for weeding Deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their Deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Very well. Show me your map. I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
A red mark was made on your map.
Of my own to attend to. I've spotted the mark of the centipede here in the village. An ill-omened symbol that should not be. Someone or something threatens the sanctity of the Golden Order and must be eradicated. What is it? The map indicates where the gateway will lead you to go.
Yeah, so that's... Sorry?
Oh, it's like, I do like another fool won't listen to reason. It does make sense. There's this person in this dirty shirt comes up with a basic short sword and then goes rushing off and kills this major enemy, and then comes back.
Yeah.
Hey, I did the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now you'll notice that this tree thing has scales and eyes.
Oh, not until you mentioned it. Ugh.
Yeah. So what's happening is that one of the demigods, Godwin, the Golden,
Yeah.
was killed in such a way that his soul died, but his body continued to live.
Oh dear.
And his body is just kept on growing out of control and has grown across the lands between and then erupts in certain areas in these sort of death pustule things.
Ah.
Which is why we're collecting the Deathroot that the Mariner dropped.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the beast clergyman found at the bestial sanctum in the distant east collects and devours these roots. On the night of the dire plot, the stolen rune of death enabled the first death of a demigod. Later, the rune of death spread across the lands between through the underground roots of the great tree, sprouting in the form of Deathroot. And this is the source that gives rise to those who live in death.
Oof. That's some interesting world building.
Yeah. So this is why there are skeletons just roaming about. And some of them know necromancy.
Oh.
Just random dead guy there. Yeah, so
that's like a mosquito thing, isn't it?
yes. They are extremely annoying. So we want to go down there at some point. There is yelling and screaming from somewhere around here, but
probably me. I'm fighting errors. It's already taken two of my death.
Okay, this is the other reason why we want to come here. We're going to spend the stone sword key to go and get the stamina speed boost talisman. Remember how you said how important stamina is in these games?
Yeah. Now, the way I address it in Neo 2 is to up my courage no matter what build I'm in.
Yes. You do the same in this, but in this case it's endurance, but that talisman increases the regeneration rate of your stamina.
Ah.
Which is very nice. Now, probably not as nice as just damage boost or AR boosts or whatever, but still pretty nice. So that's the red mark.
Yep.
Let's go down to those graves and steal some runes from some dead people.
That sounds fun.
Honestly, it's a bit of busy work, but you know, it pays the bills.
I notice there's no exploding centipede worm golems here.
No, not here. All right, so we've got those. To get down, we can go down. We can go.
To get down, we can go down.
To get down, we can go up and then get down. You got to get up to get down, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's a golden one. Is that important?
Yeah, golden ones generally are used for faith-based items. So it's just sort of a slightly different uses for different things, or they're just better materials that will be able to be used for larger things.
Mm-hmm. Do they have any of the kind of bonuses as like you do extra damage as long as you haven't taken any damage or anything like that?
That's mainly talismans. There is a talisman that does that.
That always shows up in Neo 2, and I'm always like, I'm not that good.
Yeah, it's a part of a lot of people's builds in this, but yeah. So Fervor's cookbook. So record of crafting techniques left by a man who was utterly captivated by St. Trina, continued the search for her in his slumber, acquired the knowledge to craft the following sleep pots. So sleep pots are very useful to cheese some enemies and some bosses. But so when this game initially released, oh, hello. It's a new NPC.
Servant to the true order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor.
Why are we hitting him?
Come to lend me your aid, have you?
I just wanted to. I'm playing the evil run.
Despite appearance, might have heard Tarnished.
Oh shit! I skipped through his dialogue.
That's fine. It shows up long enough that people can pause.
I just, yeah.
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye?
I just don't like him. He's an aristocrat.
Oh, completely explainable. Besides, I also have the volume on this turned on the volume on the game turned. The voice volume is a lot lower than the effects and music volume for whatever reason.
Should I address that a little bit?
It might be a good idea. Because a lot of the times we can hear it fine, and then sometimes it's just really low.
Oh, okay.
It's already at max?
Yeah, everything is at max.
That's...
I can reduce the music. No, keep that up.
Keep it max. I actually think that keeping it max, because I don't think reducing it is going to help, because when you're talking to someone, they're just there anyway. I don't know what's going on if you're already at max volume. Max volume is usually painful to me.
Yeah, this game can be pretty quiet. Which is no, the game's not pretty quiet. What's really happening is that the game's level is actually set pretty well. Compared to a lot of games that like to just blow your ears out and let you sort it out.
The friend, the louder it is, the gooder it is.
That was a bear, wasn't it?
That was a bear. That was a rune bear.
That was one of those really, really big bears.
Yes, it was. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to do that at some point. Cool.
What?
Blythe is still up there. We need to talk to him.
Yeah, coax him down.
Yeah. Yeah, I have gotten, like, super distracted. Yay! ADHD is fun, I guess.
Should we switch videos to get you refocused?
How long have we got?
We're at 23 minutes, so right at my minimums now.
Awesome. Yeah, let's switch videos.